Okay, you guys, on next video, I would ask you guys, if you're thinking about something like this, whether it be a two-wheeler or a trike, you do your research. This one's pretty heavy, 110 pounds. I had problems with the mirrors that were getting in the way. I had a major issue with the clamping mechanism for when you fold the bike or unfold it. When you had it unfolded and you locked it down, there's a little tab there that moves back and forth to kind of keep it in place. It didn't work. I had to actually put a zip tie. You will see that in the video on that folding mechanism, the handle. I consider putting a second one on there later on. I mean, I got a white one on there. Putting a black one on there probably be work nicer. Having not showing up so much in when I'm riding it, but nobody really sees it until I describe it to them. Nobody's ever asked me about it. People have seen me ride it around. I apologize you don't have me riding around, because it's a little hard for me to ride around right now. I have somebody take video, but at least hopefully I can give you some basics. I do say in the video, if I was commuting, it would be a two-wheeler. The only reason I have a trike is because I like the baskets, and I'm on property. There's two different locations, 280 units, and my car's getting a lot of wear and tear. I just recently got in an accident. I was going into a cul-de-sac or a circle where the property splits in 4 different directions on both sides, and just before I got there, I felt my car shift and I heard a loud bang noise, and I wasn't sure what it was because I didn't see a car next to me. So I decided to put the hazard lights on, get out of the car, go look on the other side. Busted mirror, busted lens, bent up fender. The wheel well was hitting the tire if I turned a certain way too much. A few different things. I had 2 dents on each door on that side. Smaller dents, not crazy stuff. And I checked the doors for operation. They operate, so I'm good. But I just decided, wow, I'm getting a lot of wear and tear. We don't have anything. We have a tractor and we have a small trailer that works. That's adequate, but I can't really drive it around and do my job properly. The trailer doesn't have a plate on it, it's too small. And if I get stopped with that in the street, I could have an issue. I can go to the other property to a different directions, but I don't find it convenient. So that's why I ordered this. It's a lot of fun to ride, I can tell you that. It's also dangerous. Trying to turn this thing, let's say I'm turning towards my left, I have to kind of lean towards the left because the bike wants to go the other way. So that's a weird thing. So with a two-wheel, you can lean the whole bike. So that's a little difficult. I also find it kind of bumpy and not comfortable going over certain bumps, or even riding in the grass. I found it a little hard to handle. It didn't have to do with the weight, it's just the tires seem to be a little bit stiff, I guess. Guess I could put less air pressure in there and ride like that, but then I probably use the battery up a little more. So things to think about before you buy something like this and you ride it. I like it. Everybody sees me ride it likes it that I know of so far. Nobody didn't tell me they didn't like it. I've been asked by enough people to ride it, and I pretty much tell them no, because if somebody gets hurt, they won't let me use it on the job, and I'll probably have to sell it. And I actually bought it mostly for work, to park my vehicle. It's taken enough expenses to keep that vehicle running for the job, and basically we get told that we don't actually use your vehicle, but there's really no other way to get around, keep your tools organized, and get the job done as efficiently as possible, is to actually use your vehicle. So that's why I bought the trike, so I can park the car. I can go there, go get my tools I might need for that job. If I need something else, come back, go get it, go from there. So I get used to it. We used to have a guy that walk around all the time with a 5-gallon bucket, and he did alright, but you know, he had an idea where he was going, what he was doing. I rarely seen him come back to make 2 trips to get second material, so he got pretty good with it. So that's the idea. Less wear and tear on the vehicle, save some money, park the car, enjoy riding it, So then I'm in Virginia in Newport News. In Norfolk, they have an e-bike store. And they pretty much, I think that's mostly what they sell from what I can see online. And I'm guessing you can go there and try it out if you're really that interested in something. But again, do your research. Check the weight of the bike. The lighter the bike, most two-wheel bikes, I believe they can get up to 30% lighter. You can get trikes that are 30% lighter. They have smaller, thinner tires, and I don't know how they ride, so I can't describe that. But either way, do your research. Enjoy the video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye. Okay, you guys, there it is. Narrak. These are probably all pretty much made in the same company. I'm saying factory overseas. They are different ones at different price range. I got a trike because I need the larger basket and the front basket for work. So I actually got this thing for work. If it would have been just for me to get around town and commute, excuse me, I would have got a two-wheeler. It would have been easier to handle. The trikes, if you make the turn too fast, you can actually start to tilt over, and it's an easy thing to do. In the back, they have fenders. Like the front, I took them off. They just kind of got in the way from getting in and out of my 36-inch shop door and back door where I'm staying at right now. There is a little brake here. Squish the lever, pull it out, and the trike doesn't want to move even when you put the power on. These are hydraulic disc brakes. Cool. I'm a little worried about the brake pads. Looks like we got two rotors in the back and one in the front. She stops very good despite my weight. This is the battery back here. There is an indicator on there so you can see how many bars you got on there. So that's helpful. You need a key to take the battery out. Has a locking pin. You need a key to start it. It won't run without the key unless you break the lock, I guess. There is the 750 watt electrical motor, and there is 7 gears in the back. Kind of hard to see. I don't know if you can see the rear derailleur back there on the bottom, and the 7 gears. I keep them in low gear. I don't use the suspension fork. Others might need it. And it handles pretty wobbly on the grass. I got uneven surfaces here and handles much better on the street. But even doing a turn, you got to kind of lean into the turn so you don't start to tilt over or something like that. And you can't go too fast, all right? It's 20-inch wheels, 4-inch tires, 25 PS in the front, 29 PS in the back. At least that's what the manual says. Okay, I only got the red tape there because I pulled the seat out to pull the battery out. It makes life so much easier to do it that way. I have to actually push the on button over here where it says mode, and I can go up and down in different levels, like 0 to 5. I don't have any real hills here. I have an overpass for a highway, so I was a little nervous going over that. It went right up there. I did put it in 5, and the pedal assist means you pedal. It has a sensor. You can see the sensor right there. That sensor tells the motor that you're pedaling, and it'll assist you in pedaling. And like I said, you got 5 different modes. Okay. I do see the rear light on at times when I put the key on. It's off right now. Front light, I never turned it on, but I'm sure I could. I took off the mirrors. They were kind of bulky, getting in my way, getting in and out of places. I didn't need them. I mostly just turned my head. I didn't like the fact it didn't come with no grease to put, per se, in the seat posts, the stem, on the pedals before I put them in. The left side pedal is left-handed thread, so you turn it counterclockwise to put it on, like most bicycles today. Okay, you want to be careful with that.
Don't force anything. I'd read the manual while you put it together. I wouldn't just try to put it together. I got over a decade experience from tricycle to $5,000 bikes, whether it be the old school Italians or Super Record or the new school carbon and titanium bikes. I've done a lot. So it was easier for me to get things together than having necessary to read the instructions. So it wasn't that bad. The brakes are adjusted very nice from factory. The rear is tighter. The front one is a little looser because that lock that's here. Okay, so I thought that was a flaw, but it's not. It's made that way so I can engage that lock. I don't get more than on level 3 than 15 miles per hour, about 14 and change. Nice enough shifter here. Shimano works really good. Down, up, okay. There is one flaw here, and I have to discuss it because it's very important. I'm not sure how many other e-bikes have this, folding e-bikes, but this one definitely had it. Right here, there is a little lock that engages. And see how close it is to the tip? You saw that? It just came out. I had to actually put a zip tie there to keep that locked because I was driving, and thank God I wasn't going fast. And I just noticed it felt funny. I looked down and this lever was open. Not a good deal. You can lock the fork, or you can turn it to, you get some suspension in there. The seat-post suspension is minor, but it's something. It's better than nothing. And the back came with a rear rest. Didn't like that either. Kind of got in my way. She ain't cheap. $1,500. One of the things, I was using a heavy-duty chain, like 3/8 chain with a heavy-duty padlock. Now I'm using a cable, 1/2-inch cable with the same padlock. And I noticed it doesn't scratch very easy. Almost like it's a powder coat on there. I can't guarantee you that, but I would expect it to get scratched a little bit easier than what it did. So far, so good. Maybe in round 2, you guys will see me ride around. I let somebody ride it, and he wanted to buy one immediately. A lot of people have asked me to ride it, but unfortunately, since it's for the job, if somebody gets hurt, they'll tell me I can't use it anymore, and I'll have to sell it, and I would have pretty much wasted my money. So that's why I don't let anybody ride it right now. She's not light. She's 110 pounds. Keep that in mind. That makes it a little bit more difficult to handle. They do make lighter ones, about 70 or so pounds, and lighter than that. Even two-wheelers can come lighter than that, and they can get very expensive very fast. So this would be great for like an indoor factory, like Home Depot or something like that, where everything is pretty smooth. It would be great for that. Okay, I don't have a ton of lighting here, so press the M button. Hold it down a few seconds. That's with the key inserted. That's the status bar I was talking about. That would be my speed and the levels. I like that. Okay. That's how many miles I got on it already. 13 miles. So that's all I got on it. And I guess it's in manual. I got to figure out what that means. I didn't read the entire manual. Okay. The PAS is definitely pedal assist. And there's a lot of information in the manual how to operate this thing. That would be helpful. So reading it is a good idea. Bye.